Considering the communities I'm going to be talking about today, I just want to say I like both the YouTubers in this situation. I'm not going to come out and state that I'm biased because I'm trying to be as unbiased as possible. But I'm going to be 100% honest. I do like both of these content creators. Ironically enough, I'm making a video on both of them. Now, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, essentially I'm talking about the recent situation that has unfolded in our beautiful commentary community. God, I fucking hate that word. I mean, Salty, what are you talking about? There hasn't been anything happening. Which is why I'm uploading on this topic, because usually I wouldn't do this. But what is happening? The channel's dead. You haven't uploaded. It's game. So why are you talking about it now? Essentially, what recently happened is that Acheeto, or the YouTuber Acheeto, if you're not entirely caught up, it's a gameplay commentator. These are both gameplay commentators. A commentary channel named Acheeto had essentially made a video on Weest, who had been allegedly making, actually not allegedly, I mean it was in a stream title, but who had been essentially making jokes about Christians, saying like all Christians should die, Jesus isn't real. And he had a very, odd stream title in which a YouTuber named Vince essentially saw the stream title, went into the stream, got angry because while they were celebrating Easter with their family, they saw something that's very offensive to their religion. So they may have been a little, I don't know, overboard by telling Weest to F5 on their life, which obviously wasn't appropriate, but Vince is 16 years old, and Weest had essentially made a joke about dropping Vince's IP into the chat.
Literally millions in the audience agree. Chat, post his IP address.
You may be thinking, yes, that's like not good, which it really isn't, but you know, teach their own in this situation. But essentially, Acheeto had made a video about that, calling Weest sort of a scummy person, and that they are just a genuinely bad person for what they did, and how there's so many inconsistencies when it comes to making fun of religion and whether it's okay or not, depending on circumstances. If the video was okay, go check it out for more context. Essentially, afterwards, the main focal point of Acheeto's audience had essentially gotten the point, even though multiple things in Acheeto's video were misworded very poorly. I mean very poorly, on the brink of them just not being misworded, because like I don't know how you can misword that bad. I mean, I personally do it in like every video. I mess up my words a lot, but I don't like misword something in the sense that I just misillustrate my point. But essentially, the YouTuber Jalyn had made a response to this video because numero uno, they didn't agree with Acheeto's take and they thought it was a bad take. They assumed that what Weest had put in the stream title and what Weest was saying about Christians and their religion was simply a joke. Now, I can understand where both sides are coming from. I'm personally not religious, but I can still see where Acheeto's coming from with, hey, making fun of a religion isn't really okay. But I also can understand where like Jadyn would be coming from, because Acheeto has always been for edgy jokes, but once it's a community that they are in, it's suddenly an issue. You know, it's very confusing, but we'll get into it. Now, Jalyn had made their response video, which they do go over the fact that, hey, this you know, it sounds like a joke. It's just a really edgy joke. This shouldn't be something as of concern. And again, I can see where they're coming from. Obviously, things could be considered jokes on the internet. I personally didn't think it was a joke, if I'm going to be 100% honest to you and give my biased opinion. This isn't coming from the fact that I like Acheeto more than Jalyn or whatever. If I'm just gonna give my opinion, that's definitely biased, is that making fun of people's religion, it's not a very good thing. Making jokes about religion, I don't really care about. I mean, personally, and this is just from a personal basis, I have multiple Islam friends, and let's say, for instance, I have also other friends that are pretty edgy. They can make jokes about their religion for all they care, and these people don't care, because they're fine with the jokes, and sometimes they even indulge in it themselves. So I can definitely understand where the part of religion and, you know, religious jokes is coming from, but that doesn't make it okay when you're just explicitly saying that Jesus isn't real. Essentially just taking one of the main focal points of the actual religion itself and just demoralizing it and stating that it's not real. I mean, honestly, I don't find the humor in that, and I understand humor is subjective, but it crosses a certain line when it just isn't funny objectively.
Lettering, but never with my sentences. I pause and check the clock and it appears at 6 a.m. again. Another night wasted.
Funnily enough, this is a segment of the video where I talk about the other person. Woohoo! Now, Jalyn is a content creator that has been known in the past to be quite edgy on Twitter, and they've even said, like, in the past, like, kill all religious people or something along those lines, or kill all Christians or something. I can't entirely remember, so take this claim with a grain of salt. Don't go attacking them for this. Actually, that's a general thing. Don't go attacking anyone in this video. It's pointless. Now, Jalyn stating that what we said was entirely a joke and they cannot take any responsibility for it there because, you know, it's a joke would be, it'd be an opinion, let's just say. Again, humor is subjective, but like, this is only my opinion, but there's a certain line to be crossed. Especially when jokes have like, I don't know, punchlines, and this title is literally lacking in that. Literally just like Jesus is dead, like a bunch of stuff that wouldn't be considered funny by any means. I don't think people get that the internet is no longer like 2016. We can't just go on here saying anything without repercussions anymore, sadly. But that's what the internet was originally for, like anonymous free speech. But it's quite annoying because it barely falls under this at that point, and it should be blatantly obvious too. That's the worst part. Now this is only what I personally think. I think, you know, making fun of religion is not okay. And obviously people can have different, you know, viewpoints on that, but personally I think it's just not okay. You can make jokes, but like just blatantly saying this stuff, like, I don't know, fictionalizing, I don't think that's a word, stating that something in one of the main focal points of someone's religion is pure fiction is exactly what I'd call not a joke. Weest even said, "You're just mad that Jesus died, L plus Rip Bozo." Like, why? Where's
planning out an intricate heist, except my mind has been logged in on a different device, and my session expired. I'm exceptionally tired. Every step is like fire, straight from my head to my toes. See, I'm an excellent liar when I've slept the required 8 or 7.
Next segment of the video, the Cheeto Man, the Darwin from Amazing World of Gumball Man. Now, Cheeto's video was interesting to show their character. There are multiple people on Twitter who are extremely critical of Cheeto, and here's the reason why.
Anyways, if we go to his Twitter, we can see that his veins are full of @GFuel energy. Now, I'm just curious if GFuel would be interested to hear what he's saying on stream. You know, threatening to dox a 16-year-old, making bigoted comments toward religious folks. I mean, I know that G Fuel's a shitty company, like G Fuel's drinks themselves are just disgusting and awful, but I didn't know that they would partner with people like Weest, who are just bad people. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Bad energy drink company partners with a bad streamer with bad morals makes a lot of sense to me. That's why, you know, your boy Acheeto is partnered with Gamersups. Good people there with good people here. Now, I'm not gonna actually reach out to G Fuel to try to get him unpartnered or something. I'm just including the fact that he's fully sponsored as a point to show that companies actually literally don't care if you're hateful towards people that society deems it's okay to be hateful toward. And that's why I'm making this video, because what you are saying and what you said is not okay. But
now in that clip, you can essentially hear Acheeto stating, talking about sponsors, and a lot of people took this as like Acheeto trying to actually, I don't know, get rid of Weest sponsors. Essentially, you know, in the clip, he brings up G Fuel and whatever, and like how G Fuel would feel if they knew about what Weest has been saying on their platform. Now take with this what you will, but personally, I believe as a content creator that words things poorly all of the time and don't face any repercussions for it because I'm a smaller channel. I believe that these mishaps can happen. They can happen actually quite honestly a lot. But then again, bringing this up in the first place, I understand you were trying to like illustrate the inconsistency, but that doesn't go in the situation. You can't be attacking the creator, or excuse me, criticizing this creator, and then bring up their sponsors. If you want to illustrate the inconsistency between sponsors and what creators they, well, sponsor, that shouldn't be for a video where you're trying to criticize someone's character and their actions. It shouldn't be, it's just not meant for this video. I understand the point you were trying to illustrate, but it was just a bad time. It's like playing Clash Royale at a funeral. It's just not the right time for it, you know? Finally, the conclusion. Let's go, guys. I'm so excited to talk about my feelings on the situation. Let's go. My bad. But what do I overall think of the situation? I think it's kind of dumb. If I'm gonna be 100% honest, Cheeto, topic wasn't for you, my friend. Bad, like, couple bad takes in the video. I get you were trying to get out a good message, but it's unfamiliar for you to actually talk like someone who can be open-minded to being like offended and everything, especially when you've been all for edgy humor for majority of your internet career, at least to my knowledge. Correct me if I'm wrong, but for what I know, you do make the funny edgy jokes, which I personally don't have a problem with. As long as they're jokes, as long as they fall under that category, then I don't really care. But hey presto, if it's like not funny, and it's probably not something you should be putting out there. But essentially, that was about it for this video. I really needed to upload, so yeah. If you like this video, then hit that fat subscribe button. It would actually help out the channel a lot, unironically. Getting to 10K is like something I really want to do before like the end of summer. So if you could really hit that subscribe button, it would just really mean a lot to me. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, then there should be a big card above you that shows another video exactly like this one. Just go and click on it because, you know, it's a good video, because I put it up there, so that means it's good. And yeah, follow my Twitter. That's about it. Bye. Follow my Twitter, follow my Twitter, follow my Twitter, follow my Twitter. Do it right now, do it right now.